What's up, guys? Here with episode 7 and crew 42. Just a quick disclaimer as we get started into this video. Yesterday we recorded the audio, me and a guy named Kevin Baldwin, who will be commenting later on the video, and unfortunately we had some issues here. So the first 20 minutes or so is just going to be me, and then Kevin will be joining me later, and we are headed to the Three Rivers course where we have this amazingly stacked card. So here we have Billy, player with an 823 rating, has been at the World Championships for the juniors divisions the last couple years, a really up-and-coming star in this community. And we have DJ, who is a 3-time world champion, once in 2012 and then twice in 2015. So I'm really excited to see what he's able to do. And then here's KB himself with a 975 rating, and he's got 25 career wins, sponsored by MVP. He's a great guy. I've seen him around the community for a long time. I'm real interested to start playing with him. And then of course here's me, and I have 3 career wins under my belt. Not too bad for last year, and looking to add on to it. So here we have hole 1, shorts from 385, longs from 571. And really what we're looking to do is take this right line and put us on a hyzer line to get as much distance as we can on this hole. This uphill makes it very difficult to really reach that second peak we can see in the background there. And so really you just want to get as close to that as possible. Big arms might be able to get pretty close. But as we come over that peak, you have kind of guardian trees around the basket there, and so amateurs tend to go on that right side because we're the short pads on that right side. But you can also take a forehand line and kind of use the hill to your advantage and try to keep the disc down and not skip too far or skip past the basket. So Billy's off here to the first, and he's going to be trying to take that right gap, and he hugs it a little close. Nicks a tree, unfortunately, and knocks him down a little early, but he's out in the fairway, so hopefully he'll make a nice recovery. And here I am, and sneak my way through a couple branches, put myself out on the right side of the fairway over by the short pads. I'm past the short pads, but I'm out that direction, and here comes DJ, and boom. I mean, this kid has an arm, and wow, what is so impressive. He was asleep in the car not more than 20 minutes ago, so to come out and be able to do that, that's really impressive. KB there, throwing his disc out there, and he's a little bit on the right side, but should be able to take advantage again from that right side and get it towards the basket in the next shot. Here's Billy trying to get over the crest of that hill, and he does so, but he's going to be fading out to the left a little bit earlier than I think he wanted to, so he's going to leave himself quite a bit of distance, so probably an up and down for 4 for him. KB really cranking on this one, trying to get it all the way out over that ledge and try to take a look at that basket. So he's using the forehand, and I'm trying to take the backhand route here and threw it a little too high, a little too far, and I took those trees into play there, and so I got knocked down a little early and a little unfortunate there. And here's DJ's drive, and he's almost at the top of this hill. You can just see how lightly he has to throw this forehand, and he will end up being a little short, but I mean, this is just some serious power from this kid. I mean, this is really impressive, so nice shot from him. And here's Billy now trying to get up towards the basket there and use that rock as kind of a backstop, and should have himself a pretty close look for 4. And I wanted nothing to do with this putt and nothing to do with running it because I didn't want to put myself in trouble, so just try to get it down and attack those rocks at the base and get myself an easy 4. And there's an unlucky first putt of the day from DJ there. Slips out of his hand, I think maybe a little bit, and he goes out to the left. And there's KB just a touch short from that step putt outside of 30, and a good bit from him, so DJ really unluckily now split between these 2 trees, so he's got to slip it between those 2 and hits that tree right before he can. So unfortunate there. He's going to have to settle for that 5 here on hole 1, and Billy finishes up his 4 really nicely. So but just as a side note as well, we didn't spend a lot of time warming up. We took a couple putts, and took care of some business, and then kind of just walked out to the course and played. So we probably are going to be a little rough around the edges as we start this round, but certain with the caliber of players that we have on this card, those 3 guys are going to get it together pretty quickly here. So here's hole 2, shorts from 145 on the left there, and longs from 247. From the longs, you really just want to take a shot straight up the hill there, something real stable. The shorts, you kind of open up that forehand line a little more. You can take that line from the longs, but I think the straight up the gut shot is probably the best one for most players. So if you have that control, take advantage of it. Nice looking line from him, just a little bit short there, but that's the line you want. You might notice the snow on the ground here, and it had snowed 3 inches the night before, so really lucky that the weather was really nice and melted that as we started playing. And there I am shooting an amateur shot and hitting that one tree you're not supposed to hit. KB makes a correction, gets past it, but unfortunately hits that first guardian tree at the going up the hill there. So he's leaving himself a pretty far putt for par, or for birdie there, excuse me. He's looking for birdie. DJ gets this up in the air a little bit. Heiser's out early, and we were all a little surprised. That did not hit a tree, and there's tons of stuff over there he could have hit. And so he kind of sailed through all of that, and so now he's down the hill on the other side. And I got lucky there a little bit. Kind of released it a little late, went to the right instead of inside, but I'm up close to the basket now, skipped up there, and there's KB taking a run at it, and pretty good layup from him. So he's parked underneath the basket, and there's DJ, probably 40, 45 feet out, and boom! Oh, man, makes a gorgeous putt, makes a correction from the last hole. Nice shot from him, and he walks away with a 2. And here's Billy, and he's going over the top. Good line from him, just a little too tall, but even his shot, which looked pretty short from the tee pad there, it still had a real good look for birdie there. So we're cleaning up our shots here. KB finishing up his 3, and so DJ had a bogey on the first hole. Everyone else had par, and so he makes a good correction, gets the birdie there, and so we're all tied up again, all with par. Headed into hole 3 here, we have shorts from 340, longs from 580. The longs really have this narrow gap that you have to throw through. It is not too much of a factor, but it's there. And so really what you want to do from that spot is that you want to just crush it out as far as you can, get it out there, take as much distance off as you can. The shorts are really trying to utilize and attack the hole or attack the basket as quick as they can. There's that bush on the right side. A lot of amateur players, when I have been around this course, have been attacking that on the right side. So a couple different lanes. It's really wide open once you get past the gap there. So a lot of options you can take. And I will take a note real quick. We weren't certain what version of the course we were playing. I've never played the longs before. I've played the shorts several times, but it's my first time playing the longs, so real excited to see how I can do. And there's DJ with just another crush. Puts out on the Heiser line, it flips up and just a little bit to the right, and so it keeps sailing to the right. But I mean, he just crushed that disc. It's out there, and so shouldn't have too far to go from there. And here's Billy trying to make the correction, and his is also a little understable there. I think there's a headwind coming in, and I don't think I recognized that as I stepped up after Billy threw his. So when I get mine out here, it's going to start going right, and it just does not come back. So a little disappointing. I couldn't keep it in the fairway, but I'm out there. Took a good chunk of distance off at least, so I should hopefully be able to reach it in 2. And here's KB, and he's showing all his young guns exactly how you're supposed to play this hole. Puts it out there dead center of the fairway, probably a little lower than what he wanted, but it's out there, it's playable, and he'll have a go from there. Here's Billy, his second shot, he's calling the disc to fall down there. I think it's a little shorter than what he wanted as well. Maybe he got it up in the air and that headwind knocked him down a little bit, but you'll have a tester. I think at worst he'll go up and down for a 4. And I was really worried about this hole. I thought for sure it was going to be a 4 for me, so I went real wide, and I tried to use a disc just to crash towards the basket. And luckily, I'm inside circle 1, so I actually am giving myself a look at 3, and I was super happy about that. And here's KB going with a forehand. He's a forehand player by nature, and great looking shot from him. Parks it inside circle 1. He is just dominating this hole. He's showing it everyone exactly how to play it. And here's DJ. A little bit to the left there. Gives himself a bit of a tester there, but should hopefully be able to make that. Billy just a touch short there. Not quite enough distance, but he's parked underneath it, so he should be able to save that next 4. And, DJ almost saves the 3, just a touch short. Kiss to the top of the cage and knocks him down, so he's underneath the gauge there, and I was able to convert that 3, so super happy for me. And coming into this round for myself personally, just as an AM3 player, I was really hoping not to take any 5s. So we're playing the North course right here. We'll play the South course next, and so really hoping not to get any 5s on the round today, and just try to keep, all the holes that aren't supposed to hurt me, try to take advantage of those ones. So hole 4 now, shorts from 285 on the right side, longs from 460. Pretty similar layout to the one previously. The only difference here is rather than having the narrow gap from where you throw, instead those trees are over by the basket. So now we have guardian trees instead. And so the whole right side is opened up. Left side has some trees that kind of can get in your way, so you really want to avoid that left side. You want to use that hyzer route as much as possible to attack this basket, get it close, and hopefully walk away with a par. If you're playing from the shorts, it's real possible to get a 2. So I try to make a correction from the previous hole and, threw it out way left and try to let it get a full flight there. And apparently I didn't correct it enough because that just never came back. So not as far as I could have gone, but still a nice shot. And here's KB, and I think this is just really not what he was wanting to do with this disc. He threw it a bit into the air and did hyzer out to that left side, which you really want to avoid, but we'll see what he's able to do with that. And here's DJ ripping another big bomb out there, and this one gets caught up in the wind. He threw it a little high, and so but he's out there. He's got a good drive out there. And you may have noticed that he changed outfits. Leave a comment in the below there and take a guess on how many times he changes outfits between 2 rounds today here at Meyer Broadway. Billy with a great rip there. He was telling DJ he was going to outdrive him there and almost did, just a hair short. Here's KB on the left side of the fairway, and there's exactly why you want to avoid it. Those outreaching trees can definitely be a hassle, so he doesn't get quite enough to get over and around those ones, so he's knocked down early and has to take this really narrow gap with a forehand and almost gets all the way there, but gets knocked down by one of the last few hanging branches there, so he's got quite a bit of a tester, try to save for his 4. Here I am trying to do a standstill layup, something I'm working on this spring and summer, hopefully, and just get an early release. And Billy there throws his standstill a little long and to the right, but hopefully we'll have a look at 4 save there. And here's a DJ, or a 3 actually. DJ with some really nice action on that shot, just to hit that last guardian tree, and oh man, boom. Talk about some good putting to start the round today. Step putt from there with KB, and he puts it right on the money. I think he was like 54 feet or something like that. It was just crazy when he stepped it off. It was just incredible. He's just putting on a show for the putting right now, and Billy unfortunately misses right on that putt, but makes the comebacker, so didn't hurt him too much. And I had this tree kind of in my way. Had to decide whether or not I wanted to straddle it or not, and made the right choice and straddled it. And DJ might have been able to straddle his too, but he's going to go with a stagger putt, and unfortunately hits just short on the cage again. So that's the second time he's done that already, and they're looking kind of what I do on most cards. But I actually got a stroke on the card, which is something I was not expecting to do today, and kind of just going to take that little victory and run with it. Headed into hole 5, shorts from 160, longs from 184. There's kind of just a straight up the middle gut shot for the longs, and there's technically I think a hyzer line out to the right side, but from the shorts it's really straightforward. You just want to go right at the basket, pick something that's straight, aim low. A lot of people try to take an ace run at this. There's a bit of a brush pile up behind the basket there, so you can kind of go at it and still give yourself a chance at a 2, and throw mine a little bit long, a little to the left there. Should hopefully have a look at 2 there. And KB throws his a couple trees. Made about halfway there. And Billy nicks a tree as well, kicking his to the left. But again, he's about halfway there. So DJ trying to show us that forehand line down the gap there, and I think he just gets over it just a little too much and kind of stops it early. KB with some heavily guarded putting line here, and takes a great run at it, just a touch short. something I definitely am trying to learn how to do this year is control my putter in the air, and Billy kind of showing that same control there too. They're all showing me up, and DJ, with another short putt, we didn't take a lot of time to warm up before we started playing, and it'd be really, really interesting to see, just to watch him play after he's warmed up. If he's going to a tournament, he's taking it real seriously. I'd love to see what he's looking like. And so I had to pitch out. I had a couple branches in my way and didn't have a real clear line, so I had to take 3. But hole card took the par there. But it's one of those holes that you really want to take a 2 there. It feels like a bogey with a par, but considering how their first shots were, I think we're okay with those 3s for today. Hole 6, shorts from 196, longs from 235. The shorts again on the right side, so a little bit more of a flex line when you come at it. You can even go with a forehand, while the longs you really want to do just a stable shot right towards the basket and just get it there. Another hole that some people might try to ace run as well. We got some backstops back there, but a couple gaps you can see there. Split those trees. You can go straight up the middle, which is what I was trying to do, and had an early release. So I was knocked down pretty quickly. KB here. Threw it a little high, but he's sneaking through, and woo! We were watching that, tracking it, and it was looking like we were going to get our first ace on the channel. It was sad that we didn't get it, but great run at it from KB. And Billy made the same mistake I did, ended up going left, hitting those early trees. And DJ, I think, was trying to go hyzer around that right side as well, and just a little too far outside. So I was going with a forehand flick. I didn't really have a clean line or a clean look at the basket at all, so I was just trying to get it up there as much as possible, give myself a chance for a 3. And Billy, really, that was a nice looking putt from him, like an approach shot with that putter, and just a little too far left, knocked himself down with that one last tree he needed to avoid. And DJ with a great bid. Like, I didn't think he had a line at this, and he just proved me wrong. Billy here with a great go at that as well, just a hair short. Just great to watch all 3 of these guys play and how much control they have with their putters. And there I am going short. And I was on the am side. I don't think if I put that high enough it would have gone in. I think it was too much on the amateur side. And here's KB, beautifully parked shot, edge of bullseye, and he makes his 2. Great 2 from him. So Billy cleans up his 4. And DJ's disc is kind of tucked underneath that log there, and so he had to take an awkward stance behind the log, but he's able to convert. So yeah, sitting in the scores here, we have KB at 1 under, DJ at 1 over, Billy at 2 over, and me at par. So we're really all clustered together with scores. We're all keeping it real close, which is really exciting. I was not expecting to be able to keep up with these guys, but I've been happy with the way I've been playing. Hole 7, longs from 306, shorts from 246. When Kevin and I were talking, he was saying that you really want to have a forehand play here. If you can throw it 310, you plan to do that, and you won't go in the pond here on the right side. That's really the biggest danger you have. So he's going to try to demonstrate that. And that's a great looking shot. It always makes me nervous because I don't have a forehand play with me, so I usually have to go backhand, and he thought that was parked. It looked like it was parked too. I think he landed it right underneath the basket, but I don't think it ended there. I think it ended up going. Stay on that line. Not sure why. So here's Billy trying to take a similar line at it, and I think he goes a little wide left, puts it too much on a hyzer there, and ends up hitting that tree. And then here's DJ. He's trying to swing this as well, and he gets a nice looking shot there, just short of the pond, but has a nice look at it. Here, kind of in prison, trying to kick this thing out.
The higher percentage route and had it Oh, look
Oh,
at
and he's
that.
rewarded for it. What a
Exactly.
putt over the pond, around a tree. Wow, that was spectacular.
Here's DJ's two.
Oh, and double touch off the top of the cage.
Gets lucky and stays on top.
And here's your two look. Yeah, about 30 feet, a little more. Oh, no.
Just inside the circle there.
And you hit dead center and just spit itself right out. So we're cleaning up our putts here, but man, that was brutal. Do you think that's something that happens a lot with these cages here on the north?
Definitely, these are chain stars, and anywhere you see a chain star in the park, you can expect to spit out.
Well, at least we all walked away with pars. No
Or,
one got in the pond.
or a spit through. Either way, you're gonna pick up.
You're gonna see one or the other.
With an extra stroke on it off the ground.
Hole 8, shorts and longs, both from 170. Super uphill. The basket's on the left side. Pretty standard hyzer throw, I'd assume.
Yeah, just an easy, simple hyzer shot. Something overstable. Just put it up there in the air on the right side of the fairway and let it fade back to the basket.
Throw this circuit challenge 2019 Prism.
Looks like you're showing off a disc there. What disc is that again?
That's one of our new Prism Pyro. It'll be in the Circuit Series this year, in the Circuit Challenge.
That is tracking nice right towards the basket. You'll be up there. Probably have a look at it. Trying to follow you.
That'll be a staple in my bag.
And I just hung mine way out right. I usually don't do that, but just felt like being on the right side today.
DJ hangs it out there.
He's up towards the basket as well. I think he's a little long. I think he's on that back side towards the fence, but he's up there.
Yeah, all these shots look like we're right there on the green, and we're all long.
Looks like Billy's no exception here. Looks like he's following you guys. So nice looking drives from you guys up towards the basket, tacking it really well. And I got stuck behind some like thorn bushes, and I was not about to test any of this, so I just tossed it out there, try to get it close as I could without taking too many risks.
And little Billy's deuce look after the best looking drive of the group.
Looks like it came out of his hand a little awkwardly there. Ooh, just to the right of the basket there for DJ. There from you, and wow, you guys were going after that basket. It just did not want to cooperate, it looked like. So here's Billy cleaning up.
Kicking the wood back in the stack that it was in.
Yeah, there was a kind of a mess back there. You had to clean it out just to get your stance right. So DJ with a nice cleanup. You also with a nice cleanup.
Hand in the pocket.
Nice easy threes, right? Stress-free threes.
Yeah, another bogey it feels like to me.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I definitely feel like I want to walk away with a 2 here if possible, but considering where I landed, I was fine with a 3, but I feel you. I feel like one of you should have gotten it.
Just because the walk to this hole, if you played this course before, you know this hole is an amazing hole. You just want to get it right down the middle of the fairway, which is a tough task, but 354 feet from the longs, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, real tight off the tee pad, if I'm correct.
That is correct.
Yeah, real tight, and we have this beautiful lifted, basket with the kind of like on its own little plateau there. Just trying to get it. I mean, for me, when I'm dreaming about attacking the basket, I'm just trying to hit that board right in front of the basket.
Yeah, use that board to stop your disc. Leave you there for a good putt.
Looks like you hit an early tree on the left side there, knocked you down.
I made the gap and then hit one of the trees there 50 feet past the gap.
And it looks like I was out there. I was about to fade left, and that tree kind of knocked me down, saved me from, that getting any worse. Ooh, and he's getting skinny. He's going straight up the gut, and nice shot there. A little short, but he'll have himself a putt.
DJ's throwing an F3, I think.
He's getting skinny too. He's going on the left side, but oh boy, it's tracking, and boom, there it is. He's hitting right up along that plateau there. He'll have a great look at a deuce.
Throwing the pyro again.
And this was looking real nice, but it ended up being pretty long, right?
Yeah, it was. It went long and hit a tree. It was going to be even longer, but I got lucky. See if I can hit the putt from back there.
And I just wanted to play it safe. Even though I'm not very good at forehands, I thought that was probably just the best shot for me.
Zach, you keep saying that, and the technique looks great.
I
It's like you
appreciate
just
that.
need to put some time in on the practice field, and that forehand's going to come along.
And Billy with a pretty good bid there, just off the top of the basket, and DJ with a beautiful deuce here. That was a great shot.
Anytime you can pick up a deuce on this hole, you're picking up a stroke on the card.
Oh, and he just looks like he just went over the top.
Airmail over top.
Billy cleans up his.
Wishing there was a sign on this basket at this point.
Why isn't there a flag? It could have stopped you.
Jumper.
Oh, just a hair short off the front of the cage, so unlucky you weren't able to finish that comeback putt, but that elevation change kind of left you a pretty far distance there too.
Yeah, pick up a 5 on that one.
And that's just unlucky, but still, I mean, we're all really close to each other. Looking at the front nine score here, not a whole lot of birdies for this front nine, but we're all still really close to each other. Myself and DJ both 29s, Billy with a 31, and you with a 30.
Yeah, it was just such a great, beautiful morning. Snow's melted at this time, so the temperature's heating up now.
Yeah, so we're looking to improve.
Yeah, looking to make some shots heat up as well.
Yeah, longs 35 or 351 here on hole 10. Shorts from 240, all uphill. How you playing this? I mean, this has got to be playing closer to 400, right?
Yeah, uphill. This is probably a 400-foot shot. Full power for myself. Probably 80% for DJ. Full power for everyone else.
So it looks like DJ's up on the pad here after that gorgeous bird. And he's ripping this one and tracking nicely on the right side there.
Puts about 10 feet shy of the pin. And
ooh, and I just held on to that.
funny little side note, DJ played 2015 Worlds here, and this was his last hole of the tournament, or of the particular round that he was playing here at the North Course. And he put the disc the same exact spot and smashed a 40-foot putt. It was 18th putt that he had putted, and it was the 18th putt that he had made. 60 in.
Wow.
Just the most amazing putting round I've ever seen in my life.
Wow. Let's see if he can keep that kind of putting going here into the back nine. Let's see if we can see some of that. And I'm kind of stuck in a real awkward spot. I'm just kind of trying to get out of the woods, take as much distance off as possible, make it a possible 3 or an easy 4.
Again, good forehand, Zach. Nice standstill shot. Good control.
And Billy's there calling with the disc to sit down. He was a little worried about that. I was going over the hill. So I left myself a little short here. So gonna make a run at it. Just a hair short in front of the basket there, but not a bad line.
Yeah, good attempt.
And DJ here, after he putted this, was talking about how that bush or that like thorn that's sticking straight up the ground was like directly in front of him. And so he was trying to figure out how he wanted to attack this without putting that into play.
There's my deuce there. I threw an octane on that.
And that was a phenomenal placement from you. That was a great putt from you. And a great shot off the tee. Just phenomenal. Everyone else cleaning up their 3s, and I'm cleaning up my 4. So you're back to par now, tied with DJ. And Billy and I are just one stroke apart at 1 and 2 over. So heading into hole 11, longs from 302, shorts from 177. But I feel like that's kind of an unfair number if you're just looking at it, because it's downhill pretty significantly from the longs, while the shorts are pretty flat. What are you looking to do here?
302 from the longs. I'm trying to throw something overstable. Try to throw that left side of the fairway and know that the disc is going to come back no matter what type of wind is on this hole. So this disc here, I'm going to throw the brand new motion. Again, just throw it to the left side.
Wow, that's tracking nice. And ooh, it looks like you even had an ace run there for a minute.
As soon as I let that go, Zach, I thought it was going to get a good skip and give me a good run at it.
I know we were talking about that, trying to get our first ace for the channel. And DJ hits an early tree there. It looked like it was going to track back to the right, but a little maybe too high there. Got into those branches.
Yeah, it looked like he chose the right disc to throw, and Billy chose the right one, and he just turned it over just a little bit. Maybe if he had left that disc on a hyzer, it would have flipped up nice and slowly turned toward the basket there. I believe that was his M4 again.
And I tried to copy what Billy was trying to do there. I think I left it just a touch low. Got a cut roll that left me short.
Looked like a good bid.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh,
just over top of the right of it.
wow, that's an impressive one. He's had a couple of those this round already from pretty fair distances.
He's throwing that PA3, and it holds a line. It flips up, and it'll hold the Anheuser line pretty well.
Billy with another good out there, kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere and gets a
Oh,
good clean out. That's a good bid from me. I didn't actually expect to run that. I was just trying to lay it up.
I thought that was in when we was playing there, Zach.
Oh, and he kisses in. So good save from Billy. I mean, from his first shot, he was able to get out of the woods and in. And that's a gorgeous birdie from you. Another, like, that's like the third birdie where your drive. Oh, no.
Again,
Another spit out.
nice
Yeah,
little
you weren't
spit out.
kidding. But that's the third drive I've seen you where you've like left it within 20 feet. I mean, this is some great sharpshooting.
Yeah, the forehand has really come natural to me now, and I don't have any time to practice that now. Just strictly on backhand when I'm trying to practice and trying to reach that level up to my forehand.
Hole 12 here, we have longs from 544, shorts from 356. What are we looking at here?
Long, just throw a hyzer shot. Try to get out to the open here and set yourself up for an easy hyzer over these trees here.
It looks like the wind's coming from right to left, probably through those power lines, usually, or do you think it comes from another way?
Yeah, left to right and headwind on this hole here.
Okay.
Always a wind on this hole, and this is Michigan, so there's usually a breeze.
Just wait 5 minutes; it'll change. It'll be a storm in a minute.
Or snow, as we just seen.
I
I chose to throw the octane here, a turnover shot, try to get over all them trees, and again, just a bit too high. But it leaves me on the right side of the fairway, and I'm good with that.
I saw you go high, and it kind of scared me, so I was trying to go low, trying to try to get a skip through that, and it looks like I left it a little too far right, hit a tree.
Got a good kick out to the fairway, though.
Yeah, should have an open shot.
Billy throwing this D3.
This looked like it was tracking towards trouble for him, but that skipped right into the fairway right side, so nice drive from him. Oh, and DJ's trying to go over the top here. Oh, and catches some of those reaching branches and knocks them straight down. That, I feel like he might have had enough power to get most of the way there. I mean, that disc was
Yeah, and
flying.
I couldn't see those until he hit them.
So I just tried to lay it up. I just tried to get close, just trying to fight the wind, just make it as easy as possible for myself. And DJ just going right up the gut.
Throwing a PA1 up there.
That's a nice shot. Put himself 10, 15 feet out. Good up from there. Here you are on the edge, kind of stuck in a weird spot, and you're going up and over this tree, it looks like.
Yep, I got it up over that tree, but the wind just decided to kick up and push it back right. You can see them flags there along the right side of the fairway, just blowing to the right.
Yeah, and there's Billy there. Short, but it was a good line. Like he picked the right spot, just a little short. Ooh.
Oh, good attempt.
A little crazy interaction there in the wind as it slowed down from the wind. And wow, another great putt from you. Gorgeous putt there.
Another step through putt.
And so you can see where your disc was comparatively, and so
another putt.
Yeah,
good
so
putt.
Motivated me there. It's just like if he can make it, I can make it too, right?
That's good. You didn't get big putted. That's awesome.
So walking away with a 3 there. It puts DJ and myself back up to par. You're sitting at 2 under. You're having a pretty hot back 9 so far. As we head to hole 13, long from 456, short from 266. Really two different holes here. So what's it look like from the longs? What are you trying to do here?
Now from the longs, a player like me, I'm going to try to shoot this gap on the left, but the big arm's going to throw huge hyzer over the top of all these trees and try to land right around in here or even closer up to that pine tree or between the pine tree and the basket.
Yeah, and from the shorts, it looks like you want to do a forehand or some kind of disc that's going to go left or right and attack this basket from there. Really two different contrasts. And so when we were recording this, we took that right line to get where the short pads are, but you can kind of see where this left line is, and I think this is where you're going to attack it. Friendly kick there into the center of the fairway. Now I was trying to do what I did last hole, where I was keeping it low, but let an early release there go. And
DJ trying to go over the top.
Looks like he left that just a hair lower than he wanted and got an ugly kick out to the left side.
Yeah, a bit low on the left. Billy going over top.
Oh, he gets a kick out to the right, and he's going to be sitting right next to that short pad.
Good placement.
So he's going with that forehand we were talking about.
Chooses the D3, and maybe just leaves it just a little bit low.
And DJ just had nothing here. Like, I mean, this was an impressive out. I mean, he was guarded around several bushes. That was a pretty technical shot to get out back to the fairway. Here's yours. And, oh, hug that left side. Got knocked down by a tree there.
I chose to throw a vertex, and I just had a bad angle of release, and the wind was gone.
Now, I don't think this is a very good spot to roll, mostly because I don't know how to throw a roller, but I was just trying to get as much distance out because I had nothing available, but I was just trying to get it out there, take a chunk of distance out.
Yeah, it looked like you didn't have much from where you was standing there.
And this is gorgeous. Like when he threw that, when I was watching it, it looked like it was just going to stay on that hyzer line and go left, and it just gradually turned over and just kept going. I mean, it's just he knows his discs really well.
Yeah, that was that PA3 again.
So you had nice up there. I'm just trying to putt through these woods, trying to scoot it up, get a close shot at for the 4 for myself. Billy having to go around
for a putt.
Yep, he puts himself nice and close there. And there's another spit out for DJ. Man, he is just getting no love from the basket.
He's more spit outs than birdies at this point, I think.
Wow, he has no love. Course is giving him no love today. And there's my putt. I finished that one. Happy to finish the 4. And there's Billy before I can get back to the camera. He slammed his 4 in there. Nice 4 from him. Good recovery. And there's a nice putt from you as well, wrapping that one up. So, I mean, really, this should be a par frame. I mean...
Yeah, that spit out was kind of nasty.
Hitting center chains always feels bad when it comes out. Hole 14 here, longs from 231, kind of uphill on a plateau above the basket, while shorts are from 177, again lower. So you come through this valley and then back up the hill towards this basket. What are you trying to do here?
Right hand backhands. We got something you can putter shot, turn over, or you can throw your forehand. As I choose to do, you will see I'll throw a motion here. And again, forehand, you throw something over stable, throw it to the left, and a fade back right.
This is looking good, tracking well. Another great bullseye from you, parking it. You're just showing us all young guns how to do it, huh? And here I am, not, throwing it in a weird place, in a weird way. But I'm in the center of the fairway, so I can't complain. Could have been way worse.
And you're halfway there. Billy with the D3.
Ooh, it looks like some weird... must have hit a branch or something, because it kicked up there suddenly, so...
Took a crazy elevator lift right off of his hand. DJ throwing his PA4, I believe.
Yeah, hit a tree, and it just kicked him backwards and way left. I mean, that was just super unfortunate. And Billy's forced to kind of just pitch out here to the fairway. He just had nothing available to him. And DJ's trying to do another great, approach recovery shot here, and he throws his up. And outside of that cut roll, that was actually looking really good. He was going to put himself right next to the basket.
Yeah, DJ's had a few unfortunate things happen to him today.
He's bound for some good luck today, right? Like at some point it has to happen.
At some point, it's going to change for him at some point.
Oh, yeah, it has to. I mean, this is just too much bad luck.
But it's not going to be now.
No, apparently not right now. So he hits off that front cage again. I think that's the 3rd time he's done that as well. He's put it off the very top lip of the cage, and it kicks like ugly right. So real unlucky for him. Just needs that extra inch or two just to get it up over the edge. So we're cleaning up our shots here, but I mean, considering how we started, not too bad. Billy with the 4, I mean, his first shot left him in a real trouble spot, so a good recovery from him. But you, again, with a gorgeous placement for an easy birdie. That was just really nice to see. Hole 15 now, longs from 420, shorts from 270. You have to go over this first little mini hill over the short tee, and then once you get past that, you have a big open field, and you have another big hill that you got to get up. So really, this hole plays much more than it says here for 270 or 420. You really need a big arm to get it all the way up this hill.
Yeah, I seldom see anyone get up here for a putt. It's a big arm hole, and he's going to get as far as you can get down the fairway so you get an easy approach shot. Basket on the slope, so you just want to be careful when you approach on this green so you don't go too far.
You went the forehand there. Looks like you went a little left.
Yeah, I tried to get as far down as I could, and I didn't get as good a throw as I'd liked.
It looks like I'm joining. So I let mine that go a little too hyzer. Didn't get it flipped over enough. So Billy trying to make the correction here, hopefully.
Billy showing off some grown men.
That's it. Time for me to go home.
Good shot with a D3.
So we got a big arm here. Let's see what he can do. And this is a rip. Still going. Can he get over the hill? And he's over the hill there. He smashed that one. That's a bomb if I've ever seen one.
I think that's a good look.
Giving himself a 2 look on a hole. I can't even imagine that. And here's your approach shot. Looking pretty good. Tracking towards the basket. The basket's kind of camouflaged there. You can't really see it behind those trees there. Or it's in front of the trees, but it's kind of camouflaged in there. And this is something I've noticed about my game too. I've been trying to pitch it up, and so I give a little jump putt. And I leave myself short quite often. So Billy there doing a nice job getting the disc up the hill and over and towards the basket. And here's DJ's look for 2. And ooh, a little fast, a little high, a little right, but pretty good bid. I mean, he saves a 3 there. So
he goes confident on them deuce putts because he knows how his comeback putts are.
And I leave mine short. And I felt bad. Like, as soon as I came out of my hand, I knew it was going to be that, and I didn't like that. But there's a nice putt from Billy. Good save.
Billy with a great 3. Off a huge drive for him.
Oh, and you scooted yours in right off the top of that.
I remember that.
Did it scare you a little bit?
Billy stopped right when I was about to putt.
So, birdies for all around except for me. Sorry, I ruined the frame. My bad.
No, you're okay.
Hole 16, shorts from 280, longs from 430. You have to come up over this hill, blind basket. Like a big bomb out to the basket. You can kind of see it out there in the distance there. While the shorts from 280, you kind of start up this uphill on the right side, and then you're trying to attack the basket. But you kind of choke off that distance because of the elevation change. But you're in the open space, so lots of wind. What are you looking to do here from the longs?
You got to throw over this hill, and if you get a good angle on it, the basket is down. It's downhill from the tee box, but you still have to get over the hill. So if you can get over the hill and get a good angle on it, it can take off right toward the basket. You can get a good look at it.
So there's your shot. Pretty good rip out there. I got most of the way. Here comes Billy. He's trying to show you up again. It looks like he didn't get quite enough over on this one, so he's going to be on the left side there. But he took off a good chunk of distance as well.
Yeah, Billy and I had fun this day. He kept telling me, "I got you again," or "I got him again." So it was pretty fun. Took me back when my son DJ was younger.
Yeah, and DJ just bombs this one. He's pin high. I mean, he got up over that hill and just crushed it.
Yeah, again, he had the right angle to get over that hill, and then Anheuser flexed toward the basket, and then faded back out on the end, so get all maximum distance out of his D1. Remember right, we had a strong left to right wind on that.
So here's Billy with his approach. He's going to be left of the basket, but a pretty good bid there. So here I am trying to go, that jump putt again. And there I am again going short, so something I'm going to need to work on this year.
And that was that wind kicking left to right.
Yep. Need to do a better job of reading that. And here's a bid from you. And just short. It was a great bid there. Good run at that. You think the wind just choked your disc just a hair?
Yeah, I threw my newer anode so it would fight the wind, and it fought the wind just a little bit too soon.
DJ with a deuce attempt there off the top of the basket and an ugly roll away, and then on his comeback hits the front of the cage and it rolls away again. Like, How much bad luck can someone have in one round?
And then he almost has a spit out right there.
I mean, that would have been the worst. Like, that would have been awful.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
And if you haven't, you will be.
I'm warning you. So nice cleanup there. So you with a nice 3 there. DJ with really kind of an unfortunate 4. Almost could have been a deuce there. Nice eagle he could have had, but walking away with the 4 there. Hole 17 now. Shorts from 239, longs from 296. Different perspectives here. The longs, I think you have more of a kind of a straight into this alleyway, then comes left and then towards the basket, while the shorts you have to get it much more Anheuser off of forehand before it flexes back.
Yeah, as long as you can throw a backhand or a forehand here, you throw a backhand something flat or a hyzer flip to flat with slow fade on the end. I choose to throw a forehand here with a volt and turn it up nice.
And this is tracking really well. Oh! You can hear our reaction here. It's just, well, I mean, you hit cage.
Yeah,
I mean,
yep. Top left cage. It flexed back just like I wanted. And I thought it was going in the basket right off the hand.
Oh, that would have been great to have that as their first ace on a hole like this. Billy now has to take a shot after you, but he does a nice job. He gets down through the trees. You have to ask him the disc to settle down there.
Yeah, Billy throws the hyzer flip to flat, and it slowly fades back onto the green. Pretty nice shot for the kid.
I'm trying to throw something low. I did not want this to get to the left, and that's why it turned a little left. Got 3 big skips.
3 big skips hit you outside the circle, but still, right down the fairway, great shot, Zach.
Thanks. DJ trying to go wide right. Is that a line there, or do you think he just put it too far right?
There is a hyzer line out there, and it'll slowly fade back, and it'll put you to the right side of the basket up there.
Oh, my. And then he chained. I mean, he's on the amateur side when he hit those chains, but he just took another bid from long range and chained out. I mean, this is unreal. Like, and he's putting himself in the position to hit it. Like, he's doing such a nice job of, getting himself, taking good runs at it. And you can see where it landed just underneath the basket after a hit. But, man, I mean, this is getting to the point of almost ridiculous how much bad luck.
Wow, Zach, I didn't realize you had that tree there to the right of you.
Oh, yeah.
Great attempt.
Yeah, I had to go around the tree, which is not a putt I'm very comfortable with. But I think, pretty good attempt for me.
Yeah, around the tree. That's... Oh.
And, oh, no.
Look at I just rushed myself.
After such a gorgeous run for ace.
No birdie bag on that one. You probably put money on it. If you don't see me pull a birdie bag in my pocket, I'm probably miss that putt.
Well, bring out the birdie bag more often.
Yeah.
All pars all across the board, so no one got hurt there. But it was a little unfortunate. We could have had a couple birdies there. Hole 18 now. This looks monstrous. Like, it's daunting as an amateur player for me. Long from 436, shorts from 325, and even the shorts is just awful. I played this course a couple times from the shorts, so now I'm being asked to play longs, and it's even longer, and it's just... I mean, I was just trying to get to where that path was that we just crossed there.
Yeah, you go from trying to throw a 400-foot shot up the hill, and now you're throwing 450 across the valley.
So, yeah, I mean, really trying to avoid going in the valley, right? You just want to get as much distance off that hill. Just get it across the valley, up the hill as much as you can.
That's right, Zach. Just try to get it across that bicycle path there as far as you can. Here I'm throwing an octane.
You ripped this one. This is a bomb from you. And that's sitting on top of the hill. Real nice shot there.
I think it's probably one of my better forehands here on this hole. Billy bombing a D3 here.
He says he will not be outdone. And he lands himself just short of you. He was kind of saying as soon as he threw it, I remember him saying, like, oh, I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
I thought he had you almost for a minute too. And here I am with mine. And didn't get quite enough flex on this one, so it's going to go out left, but I'll be safe. I mean, past up towards the basket, there's a pathway there, right? So there's a little bit of OB that comes into play.
Yeah, I think there's a fence over there too, if I'm not mistaken.
So DJ rips this one. And he's over the hill. Like, this is incredible. He throws it over the hill, up. It's uphill from where he's standing. It's just, wow, that power is unbelievable. And there's an approach shot for me, and I was very happy with that. This is a hole I was like, I'm going to take a 4 no matter what. And so after that approach, I was like, ooh, maybe a 3.
And that wind affecting Billy's upshot there.
Yeah, you can see it coming to take some weird action once it came out of his hand.
I just adjust it a little bit through an understable disc at a hyzer and let it ride the wind. I have not seen anyone be this far past the basket on this drive.
That was crazy. I mean, he's pin high on a crazy hole. I mean, giving himself deuce opportunities left and right. Just incredible to watch him. It's unfortunate he couldn't get those converted today. Maybe if this will turn it around and he had spent more time, warming up. Because like you said, he was asleep in the car when I showed up. So I definitely don't think he was like ready to get competitive right away. But I mean, he's still putting himself in amazing opportunities, some phenomenal drives.
To have opportunities at these long holes it's such an advantage over a lot of players. So hopefully he sees the potential that he has and keeps on working hard, gets him out back in the backyard, and gets it out here in the field and does a lot of work this summer.
And this back nine was much better for us. No double bogeys, only looks like 5 bogeys here, tons of green all over the card. So it was really good to see that coming from us. And there's the whole score there. So you had the 55, 6 under, very nice score. I had a 59, and I was ecstatic about keeping it under 60. And then DJ with the 61, Billy with the 62. But I mean, overall, we kept it very close still. It was a great round of play, and I enjoyed it thoroughly playing the longs for the first time.
Yeah, it was one of my most memorable morning rounds that I've had in a long time. I want to thank you again, Zach, for the opportunity. Crew 42 Productions, you guys are awesome. And looking forward to the next one.
Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe and check out our Facebook page. We'll leave a link in the description below. Crew 42 out.